Oh, hey there. So look, if you live in Texas, it's probably going to freeze tomorrow. Now, I forget exactly. I think there's some number value on where freezing is, like between 31, 33. I forget what it is. Anyway, you're probably going to protect your pipes from freezing and your house from freezing. And so here's a couple tips that are going to help you out. Wherever you have an exterior wall, okay, this is exterior wall. You can tell because that's a window. Okay, and there's plumbing right there. Check this out, it's gonna blow your mind. Open up your cabinet doors. You know why? Because there's a bunch of plumbing down there. And usually there's less insulation. Now in mine there's not, but there's usually less insulation in that area because there's so much plumbing going on. And so the exterior wall is gonna get a lot of the coldness. And so open up the cabinet doors because that'll let the heat from the house in there that'll keep it from freezing up. Now, the other thing you want to do is drip your faucets. A little bit is fine, just a little bit so that it doesn't freeze. Another thing is, especially where your north wall is. Now you might, your phone has a compass on it. You just point that at the N for north, and the north is going to be where it's going to be the cold wind coming from. And so the north wall is going to probably get more freezing cold. And so, and then with hoses, okay, hose bibs, you're tempted to be like, oh, I should let those drip too. Do not do that. That'll make it freeze more. So put those little covers on it. If you can't afford the dollar or whatever it is for the covers, then wrap a towel around it and tape it up or something like that. But nevertheless, if your house has been built in the last several years, it's probably got frost free, which means that the mechanism is deep in the wall, and so it probably won't freeze, but cover it up anyway because that keeps enough of the heat from the inside of the house in there. And then what else? Yeah, drip your pipes, open up your cabinet doors. And cover up your hose bibs. So the way I designed my house is there's no plumbing in the exterior wall except for that one by the kitchen. And so for me, it's a pretty simple deal. And because these houses are spray foamed, I haven't had the air conditioning on or the heat on in this thing probably in a month. And I came in here and I was like, oh, it's freezing outside and it's 64 degrees. I'm looking at the thermostat right now. So I just set it to 50. And if it gets down below 50, then, it'll keep it from freezing because, so hopefully that will help you guys to not have your pipes burst because that can be very inconvenient and expensive. If you have newer plumbing like PEX and it does freeze, it probably will not burst. It'll probably just eventually thaw back out and you'll be fine. But if you have copper pipes, there's a pretty high likelihood that they'll burst. And when they do, it's not fun. So prevention is the best cure. Love you guys.